Hey buddy, it's Mike here. Today we're talking about Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, and they recently released an update that brings back the old classic lighting. So San Andreas looks like it's, with its orange tinge, and then you got, Vice City with its neon lights. They brought back the old colors and pretty much how the game is supposed to look. They went for like this realistic vibe and it didn't work out. So I'm overall pretty impressed with this patch. The game is running pretty good. One big shortfall is nothing new is the limitations in terms of frames. So, even on PS5, you're not going to get a full 60 FPS. It says that, but it goes down easily into the 40s and worse. So you're not going to get a solid 60 FPS, which is really disappointing for a game this old. And also on the Switch, it's maxed out at 30 FPS, and it goes well below that. You could tell it. So that's one of my biggest complaints. But otherwise, other than it's missing a couple of key songs from the original games, the soundtrack in this game in these games are legendary. So other than missing those, I would say that's a massive improvement. Would I say it's the actual definitive edition? No, I would just play the originals on the original consoles if you have access. If you don't, then yes, it would be a good reason to pick this up. But really, nothing beats the originals. You got everything there. And it's also a thing to mention is the size of these games. So these are pretty large games. Whatever console you buy it on, they take up quite a bit of SSD space. And you think they could optimize the game a little there. So those are kind of my complaints about it. Otherwise, they've fixed the way CJ looks. They fixed the way, many of the NPCs look. There's some weird looking NPCs still. I was looking at Ryder. It looks kind of funny, but, they've improved all the models. They basically made the world with AI, and this thing kind of develops. A lot of the signs you see were messed up when this game originally came out, and they fixed that issue too. So that is huge. It was like there was invisible walls, and there was all sorts of issues when this game came out, and they addressed and fixed all of those issues. So really happy about that. Now, is it really worth buying? I would say yes. I would say it's definitely worth the buy. It's a good game to get us by, while we're waiting for GTA 6. And you get our GTA fill in. Honestly, I'm not surprised that they kicked off Grove Street Games from this, because and if you don't know, Grove Street Games were the ones that made the original release of the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, but they just did a piss poor job. And knowing Rockstar, I'm not surprised they kicked them off. Rockstar games, if you haven't noticed over the years, they like delivering quality products. If you think of any Rockstar games, they're all very well put together. So I'm not surprised that they got rid of Grove Street Games, and you see the positive results from that, right? From just seeing this first patch. I'd like to see them patch the FPS if possible. Hopefully we get more frames, and if they fix a few more glitches here and there. But overall, I think this is a great progress for this game. These are games that are very near and dear to me. I've been playing them from when I was a kid, so playing them again has brought back a lot of childhood memories, especially Vice City. And if anyone is watching this video right now and you haven't even touched these games, maybe like the graphics or whatever, just play them. I'm telling you, just the storyline and the engaging characters you meet is worth playing. It's definitely worth your time. And for those just like myself, and I'm sure many of you who are watching, if you've already beat the game, it's definitely worth it too. But you're just going to be compromising a bit. And I just wish they added a little bit more, more of a celebration of the series, right? More content, quality of life improvements. But otherwise, I think they've made some also gameplay improvements that are quite meaningful. So, for example, they pretty much brought the weapon wheel from GTA 5 to all three of the games. Now, I think it was a Vice City. You couldn't run while you were shooting before, so they fixed that. So they added all sorts of elements to kind of modernize the gameplay. And overall, I'm quite impressed. So, yes, I think they did a great job kicking off Grove Street Games, and I think they're on the right direction. And hopefully, see maybe like one or two more patches, and these games will truly be the definitive edition of it. And that's all for this one. If you haven't already, please consider checking out my channel and supporting by subscribing. I like to review games from new game, the latest games, some classics, stuff like that. And I even review some tech on the side. So yeah, check it out. And your support means a lot. Other than that, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.